Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome back to Islamic Stories. Today we are diving into one of the most beautiful and powerful stories ever revealed in the Qur'an, the story of Prophet Yusuf. Allah himself calls this Ahsan al-Qasas, the best of stories. Imagine that. Out of all the stories in human history, this one is singled out by Allah as the best. But why? What makes Yusuf's story so unique? It is a story of betrayal and loyalty, of temptation and restraint, of slavery and kingship. It is about patience, sabr, when life throws you into a dark well, and about trust in Allah, Tawakkul, when the world seems against you. And make sure you watch this video until the end, because not only will we explore the story in detail, but we'll also uncover the timeless lessons you and I can live by today. And hey, if you find inspiration here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Islamic Stories, and share it with someone who needs a reminder of Allah's wisdom. Now let's begin. Yusuf was the beloved son of Prophet Yaqub a.s. From his early childhood, he was blessed with beauty, wisdom, and purity of heart. One night, young Yusuf saw a dream that would shape his entire destiny. He ran to his father and said, "O my father, indeed I saw in a dream 11 stars in the sun and the moon. I saw them prostrating to me." Surah Yusuf 12:4. Yaqub, being a prophet, understood the weight of this vision. He recognized that this was no ordinary dream. It was a sign of future greatness. But he also warned his son, "O my son, do not relate your vision to your brothers, or they will contrive against you a plan. Indeed, Satan, to man, is a manifest enemy." 12:5. Yaqub knew the human heart. He knew jealousy could lead even family members to commit betrayal. And unfortunately, he was right. Yusuf had 11 brothers, and as they grew, so did their envy. They saw how much Yaqub loved Yusuf, not because of favoritism, but because of the purity of Yusuf's heart. But Shaitan whispered into their hearts. And so, they said amongst themselves, "Yusuf and his brother are more beloved to our father than we are, while we are a strong group. Indeed, our father is in clear error." 12:8. They plotted, they schemed, and one of them suggested, "Kill Yusuf or cast him out to some distant land. Then the favor of your father will be only for you." 12:9. But another suggested a softer evil. "Do not kill him. Throw him into the bottom of a well. Perhaps some travelers will pick him up." 12:10. And so the plan was set. They approached their father and said, "Send him with us tomorrow to enjoy himself and play, and indeed we will be his guardians." Yaqub feared for his son. He sensed something was wrong. But in the end, he entrusted Yusuf to Allah. For no parent can ultimately protect a child from Qadr, Allah's decree. That day, the brothers carried Yusuf into the wilderness. They threw him into the dark depths of a well, and when they returned to their father, they lied. "O our father, indeed we went racing each other and left Yusuf with our possessions, and a wolf ate him." 12:17. And they presented his shirt stained with false blood. But Yaqub knew the truth. With tears in his eyes, he said, "Rather, your souls have enticed you to something. So patience is most fitting, and Allah is the one sought for help against what you describe." 12:18. This was the first great trial in Yusuf's journey, betrayed by his own brothers. Imagine the scene. A young boy, Yusuf, alone in the darkness of a deep well. No family, no food, no light, just cold water, stone walls, and the echo of betrayal. But here is where we see the mercy of Allah. Even in the darkest of places, Allah never abandons his servants. Allah sent revelation to Yusuf in the well. "You will surely inform them someday about this affair of theirs, while they do not perceive." Surah Yusuf 12:15. This was a promise, a divine reassurance that one day Yusuf would rise above and his brothers would stand before him again. Soon after, a caravan of travelers passed by. One of them lowered his bucket into the well, and when he pulled it back up, to his shock, it wasn't water that came up, but a boy. The Qur'an says, "And they sold him for a reduced price, a few dirhams, and they were, concerning him, of those content with little." 12:20. Subhanallah, the brothers of a prophet sold him cheaply, thinking they had erased him from history. But little did they know, they were part of Allah's greater plan. The caravan took Yusuf to Egypt, where he was sold into slavery. But in the house of his new master, a nobleman known as Al-Aziz, Yusuf grew into a man of beauty, character, and dignity. In the palace of Egypt, Yusuf faced a trial unlike any other. The wife of Al-Aziz, known in Islamic tradition as Zulaykha, became infatuated with him. The Qur'an tells us, and she in whose house he was sought to seduce him. She closed the doors and said, "Come to me." 12:23. Here was Yusuf, a young man, far from home, with no one watching, except Allah. And in that moment, Yusuf uttered words that echo through history. "I seek refuge in Allah. Indeed, my master has treated me well. Indeed, wrongdoers will not succeed." 12:23. He ran towards the door. She chased him, and as they struggled, his shirt was torn from behind. At that very moment, Al-Aziz entered and saw the scene. Now the truth could have gone either way, but Allah made sure that justice prevailed. A witness testified, "If his shirt is torn from the front, she has told the truth and he is of the liars. But if his shirt is torn from the back, then she has lied and he is of the truthful." 12:26-27. And indeed, his shirt was torn from the back. Yusuf was innocent, but Zulaykha's obsession didn't end there. She gathered other women of the city who had begun to gossip about her desire. She invited them, handed them knives, and then asked Yusuf to appear. When they saw him, they were so struck by his beauty that they cut their own hands and exclaimed, "Perfect is Allah. This is not a man. This is none other than a noble angel." 12:31. Zulaykha then confessed openly, "This is the one for whom you blame me." Yet despite the pressures, despite the whispers of temptation, Yusuf prayed, "My Lord, prison is more to my liking than that to which they invite me. And if you do not avert from me their plot, I might incline toward them and thus be of the ignorant." 12:33. Subhanallah. Yusuf chose prison over sin. How many of us today are willing to sacrifice worldly ease for the sake of Allah's pleasure?